let's start. Okay, we are going to start in tiger. So I'm going to have you get to the ground. Actually, we're going to start in toe pose. See how I have toes tucked under? And you're going to just slowly, and don't go straight down to your heels, kind of get into a hinge back, so thighs and calves. So my hips don't even really touch my heels. It's thighs and calves. Go up under your legs. And I don't have weight like sitting down. Look, so there's space. And I pull my belly in and shoulders. Good. Just close the knees, balance the pelvis, heat up the feet. And now you're going to hinge forward, walk your hands forward, and now shift your shoulders over the tops of your hands. Push down through the thumb side of each hand. Spread your shoulder blades. Claw with your fingertips. Now start pushing into your hands even more, and as you do, don't think knees off mat. Think upper thighs lift into your lower belly. Tiger. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees down. Walk back to toes pose. Look. Zip, don't sit. Lift. Posture. And then hinge. Lift thighs, not knees, but knees come up. Tiger. Now keep pulling your thighs to your belly. Come into bear. Look between your thumbs till you can't lift your hips anymore and keep your knees bent. Now stay in bear, and what I want you to do is just look at your big toes. Look between your two big toes, dropping your head ever so slightly, but not tucking your chin. Head is still above the arms slightly, not underneath them. And just feel the action in your cervical spine, but also the length in your cervical spine. Suck your thighs to your belly. Suck your belly away from your thighs. Looking at your feet, feel your point ones, see your point ones turn in and down. Suck in your belly and just stretch the spinal muscle line. Flex the muscles around your elbows too. Hold it. Now you're going to slowly start to lower your knees, but as you do that, you lift the back of your head, look between your thumbs, hit your tiger, claw with your fingertips, hold, lower your knees, hinge back, toes pose. So bear, zone 1 headstand. Zone 2 is going to be releve down dog. So let's go back to bear. I'll meet you there. I'll meet you into your bear. And if you need to look at my bear for a second, let me show you my bear. See, in bear, usually we have our head up, right? And now in this bear, in headstand bear, I don't want the head to drop, but I do want your eyes to look not between your thumbs, but between your toes. And now my head is up higher than my shoulders, but it's not lifting. There's length. So there's bear. Now in down dog, I'm going to actually walk my feet back a little bit. And then I'm going to lift my hips and just start to lower my heels. They don't have to touch the ground, but my hips pull up, my sacrum pulls up towards the sky, my heels go down, my shoulders come up around my ears, arms are long, head hanging between the arms, not above them, not below them, but between them. Find your down dog. Find your down dog. Feel your sacrum lifting, side body long. Tear your mat in half. Feel your spinal line long and lengthening from the sacrum to the top, to the bottom, or the top of the cervical spine. Come back into bear, bend your knees, suck thighs, lift your head slightly. Now lift your gaze between your thumbs and lower into tiger and hold tiger for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower your knees, hinge back, toe pose. Whew. Okay, so that's a zone 2 headstand. Zone 3 is dolphin. So since this was down dog, this is dolphin on the forearm. So watch me first. So I'm going to actually come all the way to my forearms here. And shoulders over the forearms, thumb sides pushing down, and I'll lift my knees, suck my thighs to my belly, lift my hips higher, eyes between the elbows, but then once I'm here, I'm going to look between my big toes and really let the back of my head get long. And then you lift your eyes and lower your knees at the same time, and then you lift your elbows. So I'm going to put my hair up, and you can watch it one more time or try it with me. So come into like you're going to do tiger position, but it's on the forearms. Come as if you're going to do bear, but it's on the forearms. Now, lower your gaze to between your toes, lift your hips higher. Try to straighten your legs by lowering your heels and lifting your hips, and let your head just hang right between basically your elbows. Push your elbows into the mat. Lift your hips higher and higher. Now follow your gaze, look towards your elbows, lower your knees at the same time, look through your thumbs, lower your knees, lift your elbows, and then release. Watch dolphin from this view. So watch it, okay? Watch it from this view. Watch it first, and then you can do it with me again, because dolphin is truly like zone 1 headstand, if you will, because it's got that pull that I want. Okay, watch. So I'm going to come, I'm pushing my forearms forward. So here is dolphin, but then I want to look between my toes, and as I look between my toes, the back of my head gets long, the back of my neck gets long. It's not rounding either direction. I lift my hips higher. I pull my inner thighs towards the wall behind me. My hips keep lifting. My forearms keep pushing forward as my heels just sink towards the ground. They don't have to touch. And then the head, look, it's just hanging. It's just hanging. There's space between my chin and jugular notch. There's length in the back of my neck. Decompressing the cervical spine, so important. And then how I get out of it is I start to look between my elbows as I lower my knees. I look between my thumbs, knees all the way down, arms up. Try it one more time, dolphin. See if you can get there. And be careful, don't let your elbows splay out. Look really quick, don't let your elbows do this. You gotta hug in. You gotta hug in and keep your elbows straight forward. Forearms like parallel to each other. Remember, look between your elbows as you come into dolphin. And then as you go deeper into it, like a down dog dolphin, you lower your gaze to your toes, lengthen the back of your neck, your head, as your hips lift higher and your heels sink lower. All those movements combined, going in equal yet opposite directions, is the pull of this. And then you follow your gaze slowly back out of dolphin, back in toes pose. Okay, so now everyone's kind of caught up from session 3. Now in session 3 online, it's like a coaching segment, so you can go do that and get really coached. But now you've kind of got places to be. But now it's time to try something. Watch first. So in headstand, actually I'm going to do it from this side, this view. So here's dolphin, but headstand is this. So look, I turn the edge. See that edge? Actually, watch. I turn the edge. I turn the edge. Elbows go out just slightly to bring the hands in. I cup the hands. Watch what I do. I move my shoulders over. It's like dolphin, right? Look, it's like dolphin. I'm not going to try to go to headstand back here. Hips got to go up, shoulders got to go forward. Now I'm going to suck in my belly, suck in my chest, spread my shoulder blades, follow my gaze towards my knees, and now I'm in position to put my head into my hands. Look how I can still move my head because my engagement is in my belly, not my neck. Okay? Now I'm going to push through my forearms. Watch what happens to my shoulders when I push my forearms into the ground really hard. Now look, I can still move my head. My forearms are pushing, my shoulders are set. Now I lift my knees and lift my
hips. My head is pushing in the ground, so now I'm going to take that front forehead part and push it hard into the ground. This is level 1. And now watch. As I start to lower my knees, I look towards my knees. Look, I lift my head off the ground. Push through the forearms, lower the knees,
Lift the gaze. Watch it one more time from the side, just because I don't know what angle is best for you guys to really learn this. This is important. This is where it all comes together. Okay, so I get into headstand position. I'm not going to try to do it from here. I have to make room. Shoulders forward, chest low, hips up. Now I suck in, round the spine, spread the shoulder blades. It's like the bottom of a scapular rotation. And now I'm going to do cervical flexion as I move my head into position. Now I'm going to lift my hips and kind of shift forward till my head comes into my hands. Look, I can still move my head. I push my forearms into the floor right here. Look, I can still move my head. But when my knees come up, my head, my forehead part pushes into the floor. Pushes in the floor. I'm looking between my elbows. The forehead part right there, that hairline is like pushing in the floor. My elbows are pushing in the floor. I have pressure. It's like down dog, but standing on your head. This is headstand. Now watch how I come out of it. As I start to bend the knees, I push through the forearms. I suck through my belly and spine. Look, my head's off the floor. Okay, try it. I'm going to kind of watch. Your guys' turn. So far, so good, Heidi. Hug your elbows energetically towards one another. I love it. Heidi, that looks so good. Don't come up yet, but just, oh my goodness, that looks so good. Now, Heidi, I want to see you come out of it. Lift your head, lift your head, lift your head. Yes. Now lower your knees. Now lift your gaze. Yeah, you were right. Roll and then lift. You were right. Yes, I tried to tell you to lift your gaze too quick, but you're right. Did you feel pressure right here when you put the head on the ground? Yeah. I can't hear you, but
very little.
Yeah.
It's more in my hands.
Yes. Yes. Or in your forearms too, right? Like
Yes.
right here?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, because the way your hips are up and your thighs and your belly were together, I mean, you're probably going to lift your feet next, okay? That's what's coming next, okay? So we're going to get you there. Let's try to do this again. Let me show you guys the next zone. So I want to show you what I just saw Heidi do. This is what I just saw Heidi do. This is what she looked like. She was right here. She is so close. Look, you don't lift your foot. This is me lifting my foot. You push the elbows and you keep pushing the elbows and just see if your feet can just come off the ground. Try it. Don't lift all the way. Literally just let your feet come 1 inch off the ground from pushing your elbows down. Deb, watch Heidi. Push those elbows. Yes, suck in your belly. Don't lift your feet. Just keep pushing. Just keep pushing. How the heck does your camera move to your feet when I say lift your feet? Did you guys see that? Hi, kitty. Lower your knees, Heidi. Then come out of it. I love that your camera is doing that, actually, because I noticed what you were doing. I love your cat. So, Heidi, I want to show you something, okay? Here's what you were doing. You were trying to pop up. Okay, so here's what I want everyone to do really quick. You're on your knees, toes pose, press. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands on top of the head, reach head up into the hands, stand up, kneel, not stand on your feet, just kneel. Kneeling stand. Lift, lift, lift. Stay tall. Release your arms down to the sides and hold. Okay, so the way I'm lifting is by, okay, I know how to say this. We've been working on this in bar, specifically bar, where we're here in lunge And I'll say, push down through your front foot for 4, 3, and you feel changes in your body. 2, 1. It's that pressing down that just brings that leg back, because there's a total difference than just stepping the leg forward compared to push down. 4, keep pushing as hard as you can. 3, 2, I'm doing nothing to this leg, but yet all that pressure is just basically bringing my leg into position to float forward. Same thing in that headstand. That's the same concept here. Watch. I just keep pushing into my forearms. I keep pushing into my forearms. 4, 3, 2, 1, and now. So it's from that push. Let's try it again. One more time. Just wait for it. 4, 3, 2, 1, and pause. That's it. That's where you practice, Heidi. That's your practice. Yep. That's your practice. And Deb, that's your practice. You got your head on the ground. Do it again, Deb, for me really quick, since I can see you. Push your forearms in. Don't rush. Take your time. I love it. Now, Deb, walk your feet closer towards your elbows and lift your hips a little higher and bend your knees just a little bit. Now push into your forearms a little bit more. Is that hurting? I can't hear you, honey.
I don't have the strength yet
to hold
So
it that long.
yeah. So that's my issue, is that all these moves, I just need more strength.
Well,
So
yeah, definitely. But your lines were looking good. Let me just show you so
Yeah.
that we don't have to hold down. You don't have to figure it out like upside down. I want to show you where I was trying to take you. So you were kind of here. See
Yep.
that? And where
Yep.
I want you is just to kind of slide in a little bit more.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, that's that little walk in, but you have to almost feel like your hips are lifting higher and you're going forward in your forearms a little bit more. Because you just were here, which it looked good. Don't get me wrong. This looked good. But I just want you to find a little bit
Yep.
more here.
Yep, absolutely. It's so amazing that you can make something that I thought was completely impossible actually like possible.
Oh,
my
yeah.
God.
Oh, yeah.
It's like unbelievable.
It's possible. It's possible. I want to show you guys something too. So if you guys are still working at home, you're still just kind of working around at home. So watch, here's how you can progress slowly. Okay. So here's one, and then this, and then basically we'll get here. And if you get here, this is headstand. You're getting you don't have to get feet above head. You just have to get here to get all the benefits of headstand, truly. And then you come back down. And it can also look like this. Look, it can look like this.
Oh.
It doesn't have to be straight legs, because I can already hear it. Oh, my hamstrings are too tight. It can look like this. Okay? But we have to get that first. We have to be able to do this first.
Yep.
So that's your guys' homework. That's the first part that we work on. Heidi, I would say, keep going. I would say your elbows are out just a little too wide, though. I'm thinking they're just a little too wide. Try it from there. Keep sucking. Suck thighs to belly. Suck thighs to belly, not lift feet. Thighs to belly. Ooh, Heidi, there you go. Suck thighs to belly. Don't think. Yeah, take a break. Heidi, you've done a lot of headstands. I think we can take a break. Let's everyone stand up and let's do some reverse movement therapy for that. So headstands are dangerous, especially if we rush them, right? If I just let Heidi kick up, Heidi probably could kick up. And I see this all the time when I go to yoga classes and they're saying headstands. I see people kicking up. That's kicking up, right? But that's not therapy. This right here.
Is that what we're working for? Okay. Or this. To me, this is harder though. This is easier.
But there's two ways, okay? So that's going to be your practice. We get that first, and then we'll get there, okay? We won't stop. It will come eventually. But we can't rush it. We can't jump into it. We patiently wait for it, okay? Bring one hand behind your head. You're going to grab your head like this. And then watch. Here, I'll switch so that we're on the same way together. Watch my shoulder lift towards my head. And now bring the elbow in. Now bring it out and lower the shoulder. Lift the shoulder. Bring the elbow in. Open the shoulder. Lower the shoulder. Okay, so lift the shoulder. Bring the elbow in. Open the elbow. Lower the shoulder. Lift. Spin. Open. Lower. One more time. Lift. Spin. Open. Lower. And then you just pull it out slow. And we'll go to this side. So, and you kind of do a little bit like, like head into hand here. And then you go up, close. This one's tighter. See, I think some of my problem is this microphone, to tell you the honest truth. I wish I had two different ones, one that went on one side and one that went on the other. That would be so much better for me. Lift and then close. Open and lower. Lift the shoulder first and then bring the elbow in. Open the elbow and then lower the shoulder. Keep the head and the hand pushing into one another. Lift the shoulder, spin it in, open it, lower it. One more time. Lift, spin, open, and lower, and release. That, go both hands now. How do I want you to do it? Try, if this is comfortable, do it this way and then push the head back into the hands, or just here. Whatever feels the best to you, okay? Push the head back into your hands. Now lift both shoulders. Now keep the shoulders, open the elbows, lower the shoulders. Lift both shoulders. Spin the elbows in and up. Open the elbows. Lower the shoulders. Notice that I'm not pulling on my head. Keep pushing the head back into your hands. Lift shoulders. Spin elbows in. Spin elbows out. Lower shoulders. Keep the head pushing. Two more times. Lift. Spin. Open. Lower. One more time. Lift. Spin. Open. Lower. Bring both inner arms down to your ribs. Whew, and since we had this so open and that so strong, reverse it by doing a push.
Oh, yes.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stand. Whew. Okay. So I said 4 weeks to headstand. That's just marketing, right? It's more, it could take 4 years. But even those 4 years, just working on all those lines and all that work towards headstand, getting upside down, whether just dolphin or headstand on your head, dolphin on your head, right? There's progressions. Go through the progressions. Be patient. It will come. Let's slow. Inhale. Exhale. Bring the backs of your hands together. Suck in your belly. Suck in your chest. So see, this is, and then look at your pinky fingers. This is how we get into headstand position, right? The spinal flexion. Like, this is how we get into that first part of it. And now slowly come up. Keep the backs of your hands touching. Lengthen the front line. Flip your fingers underneath your chin and then wiggle. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then dive and see if you can just slowly wait. So see, I'm not touching the floor. I'm just going to keep sucking in my belly. Keep sucking in my belly. Keep pushing the hands into one another. My feet are going into Pada Bandha. I'm just waiting because eventually the muscle tightness leaves. Gravity pulls me down. All of a sudden, I'm at the floor. Now I'm going to push against the floor and I'm going to pull up through the belly, chest, engage the glutes, secure the sacrum, flip it. So you're going to go down and do that one more time. But listen, you're going to get down as far as you go down naturally. As soon as you feel up, boop, you pause. Just breathe. Keep sucking in. Just wait for the ground to come to you. Okay? Ready? Go down to as far as you can. Now right here, I feel my back. So now I'm just going to be here. I'm going to keep pulling my belly towards my spine. My feet are slowly going into deeper and deeper Pada Bandha. My shoulder blades keep spreading. My back muscles are getting longer. And then all of a sudden, there's the floor. And now roll slow. We just totally stretched out the back. So now I need you to engage your glutes by your sacrum. Lengthen your collarbones. Pull your arms behind you. Bend your elbows and touch your thumbs right around on the sacrum area. Now stay here or interlace your fingers. Stay here or tighten the V muscles even more. Stay here or squeeze your glutes and slide your thumbs down toward your sit bones. Stay here or flip your thumbs down to the ground. Look up slightly with your eyes, but keep your chin forward. Hold it for 4, 3, 2, pause. Slowly touch your sit bones. Pull your shoulders forward, bend your elbows, come back to the sacrum, release your arms in front, and then come back to the center. Whew. Feel that center, the space between the forward bend and the back bend. And now let's reach out and up. Inhale. Take your left hand down to the thigh. Keep your right hand as it is. Thumb faces the screen. Pinky faces the wall behind you. The wrist and the elbow is right above the shoulder. It does not move at all. The arm stays in position. Now reach this arm out. Push down through that foot. Come back. Look up. Keep the other arm up. Reach that one down. Reach up. Reach down. Hold. And now reach out, reach up, look up, and then release. Whew, we did them in mobility flow. I want to do them again. Rigid arms, scapular rotation. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Final flow. Inhale. Let it feel so good. And exhale. You know how to uwe this time, releve. Take a full breath in. I say it. We all say it. Uwe.